Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to yet another pick a card reading. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out details about who your soulmate is and what they're like. So without any further ado, let me just quickly introduce you to today's groups for you to choose from. We have group number 1 with the rose quartz heart crystal, group number 2 with the lapis lazuli heart crystal, and group number 3 with the green aventurine heart crystal. Now you can take as much time as you need, pause this video if you'd like to pick either one or multiple of these groups intuitively, and once you have made your decision, you can find your timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below as well as in the pinned comments, and I will see you all in your reading. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Rose Quartz Heart Crystal. So let's find out who your soulmate is and what they are like. So, first up here, we have Aspiration, we have Resurrection, we have Self Care, we have Winter, and we have Wild. Ooh, okay. Group number 1, I feel like your soulmate is definitely someone who's very ambitious, very aspirational. This is someone who has very big goals and very big dreams in their life. Okay, and they are such a like a go-getter. They have this very fiery, feisty energy to them. They like doing things. Okay, they don't like sitting ideally. They like to be productive. They are also someone who maybe reads a lot of like self-help books, or they watch a lot of like content, like they consume a lot of content, or they like listen to podcasts or like watch documentaries and videos about self-improvement as well. And I do feel like this is someone who likes to do a lot of things. Okay, so this could also be someone who has maybe like multiple sources of income, or maybe they have like, what they do for a living is very different to what their hobbies are. But yeah, they're like a jack of all trade almost. Like they have so many interests, they have so many hobbies, they have maybe like I said, multiple sources of income as well. It feels like this is the kind of person that knows a little about a lot of things, and they're always wanting to learn, wanting to grow. They're very curious, they like to ask questions, they don't like to do the same thing twice. So like if you go on vacation somewhere, they don't want to go to that same place ever again. I feel like this is the kind of person who goes to like one city and they like really look at everything in that city. They explore the food options, they explore the cultural stuff, the touristy things, they do the the hotel hopping and all of that. So I feel like, yeah, this person likes to have very like wholesome experiences where it's like once they've done something, they don't really want to go back to that. The next time they want to do something, they want to try something new. So like I was saying, maybe they want to go to some place for a vacation and they go there and they explore that place completely, so much so that they're kind of like an expert in it. And then they come back and they never want to go to that same place again. They want to then go to like a new place or a different place. This is also someone who maybe like when they make decisions or when they're making choices, no matter how big or small they are, they really like to do their research. They really like to make like a pros and cons list. They really like to watch like YouTube videos of like reviews of things, and only then like invest or buy something or like go someplace. Like they like to read about it and like gather as much information as they can before they make a decision. Okay, so they're not an impulsive person at all, is what I can see here. With resurrection, something that I'm picking up is that this person could be a night owl, like they could come alive at night. This is someone who probably has more energy during the night than they do during the day. um yeah, but something that I'm also picking up from resurrection is like maybe this person has built themselves and their empire, their work, whatever it is, from scratch. Okay, so I feel like this person, maybe they had everything and then they lost everything, and then they have built everything up again from the ground up, from scratch. Now this could be like, like I said, like their empire, their company, or whatever, or this could be themselves, like they were a very confident, outgoing child, but then something happened and that, like, just stripped them of their confidence and their self-esteem, and then they had to like build themselves up again. And now, like, the person that you see is not the person they used to be. So like, if you ask them like, oh my god, you're so aspirational, you're so inspirational, so many people look up to you, and like, I really admire a lot of qualities about you, they'll tell you that they were not always like that, that they have learned to be like that, or they have, literally built themselves up from the ground up, and they've put in a lot of work towards it. In that same sort of vein, I feel like this could also mean that they are maybe like a motivational speaker, or they are a bit of an inspiration themselves because of what they have been through. Okay, so like maybe this person has been on like a TED talk, or this person, like, it's public knowledge that they have been through a lot, and now they have sort of like made something of themselves, and like people around them really admire them for that and look up to them for that. And yeah, this is definitely a person who a lot of people respect. Okay, and respect because this person has genuinely put in so much hard work and has like a very authentic way of being. Okay, and not just be respected because they are in a place of power, and because people fear them, because like a lot of times people confuse fear with respect. But no, this person, your soulmate, is definitely someone who is respected. Yeah, because people see how hardworking they are, people see how authentic they are, people see how genuine and real they are. So yeah, and this person has never stayed in like a victim mentality, even though maybe they have been a victim of something. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people that look up to them would say, oh my god, if I went through what group number one's soulmate went through, I would have probably been sitting in a corner and crying. I would not be able to, handle it or deal with it the way that they have. And I feel like this is someone who's very strong and they're very brave, for sure. But at the same time, with like winter and also self care, I feel like this is the kind of person who, even though they've had to be strong, they like being taken care of. Okay, they like cuddling, they like staying at home, they like taking care of themselves, they like taking a break, they like enjoying life, they like you know having fun in the present moment. Okay, like this is someone who I feel like their love language could be quality time, or also acts of service. I feel like when they're expressing their love, it could be through quality time, like through wanting to spend quality time with you. But I feel like the way that they feel loved is when someone does an act of service for them, or when they are able to be of service to someone else as well. Okay, because I feel like this person, maybe they had nothing, so now when they do have something, they like probably making the lives of the people around them better. Okay, they like providing and like protecting the people around them, their loved ones, right? They want their loved ones to have the best of the best things, and at the same time, I think they really value their loved ones, which is why they also really like to have like a close knit group of people. Like I feel like they know a lot of people and many people know them, but like who they consider their inner circle, it's like it's something that you have to earn. That's a privilege that you have to earn. Okay, so I don't think they just let anybody or anyone into their inner circle. They are quite protective and possessive of their energy, also of their resources. But once you're in their inner circle, I think they can be very generous, and they can be a real softie, a real pookie. Honestly, like I'm getting this image of like them being this like dominant boss like person, operating in their masculine energy when they're out in the world, when they're hustling, when they're making money, when they're dealing with like the world. But like with their loved ones, they are in their, nurturing, caring, feminine energy. Okay, and this is regardless of what gender they are. I just feel like we have masculine and feminine energies within us, and I feel like this person balances both of those energies quite effortlessly, and also in a way that um, really helps make the people around them feel very reassured, very loved, very taken care of. But also I feel like this is the kind of person who also needs the same thing, and I think like they were brave and they were strong because they didn't have an option. But I feel like if they're ever vulnerable with you, first of all, like know that that took a lot out of them to be vulnerable with you, because they're not vulnerable with just anybody. And secondly, when they are and if they are, just like take care of their heart. Okay, so like that's something that this person definitely like craves for, is what I can see. I also feel like this person takes really good care of not just the people around them but also of themselves. Okay, so like self care is a very big part of their like day to day routine. Whether this is like, having like a skincare routine, whether this is having like healthy habits, whether this is them making sure that they're eating good quality food, they're consuming good quality content. Okay, yeah, so this person takes really good care of themselves. They have a very polished look to them. Yeah, they have a very polished look to them. I feel like they dress really well, very classy, good quality clothes. Yeah, like you won't see them in like mismatched outfits ever. Like yeah, their outfits look very put together, like they're very fashion forward, very fashion conscious. They practice good hygiene and stuff, is what I can also see. They might be a winter, so you know how like stylists have like they determine what kind of clothes look good on you, like what colors look good on you based on the weather that you are, like the season that you are. So they might be a winter. That's something that I'm seeing. Like this could be someone who wears a lot of blues. Okay, like maybe blue is their favorite color, or they wear a lot of blue. Okay, like royal blues, dark blues, uh, pastel blues even. But like yeah, lots of blues, lots of reds. Mustard might be a color that really looks good on them. They might have blonde hair, they might have blue eyes. um they might wear like golden accessories, like gold accessories might look really good on them. Black is a color that looks really good on them, but I feel like I might be biased because like black is one of my favorite colors. And I do believe that black looks good on everybody. But yeah, if you are aware of this like season styling, then maybe you will have a better idea of whether like black suits winters well or not. Apparently black is not for everyone, but I do believe that this person looks really good in black as well. Okay, with your wild card right here, something that I can see is that this person also definitely has like a wild side that is kind of reserved only for you. Okay, so like I feel like the world sees their like masculine energy, maybe their family members and their loved ones see their feminine energy, but like something that only you see is their wild side. I mean, obviously considering you are romantic, soulmates and you are partners, you're probably going to be doing some wild things. So yeah, you are probably the only person that's privy to their wild side. So they might tell you about their fantasies, or they might, like, tell you what they're interested in, behind closed doors. So yeah, you get to see their wild side as well. But with wild, I can also see that this is someone who every now and then likes to break the rules. Okay, and it's not like a scary way, like not in a way that's going to get them in trouble, but just like, going against the grain once in a while, taking risks once in a while, is something that they really like to do. They are someone who's very, like I said, spontaneous, adventurous, very outgoing, very fiery energy. They might be a fire sign as well. So that's like a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. Um, yeah, and I do feel like they have a wild side that you are privy to. And yeah, I mean, it gives them a little bit of edge. I feel like, yeah, this person is almost like the total package. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. So here we have the 10 of Wands, we have the 6 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm just trying to get all of the cards. Okay, and we also have the 9 of Cups. Okay. um hmm yeah, that looks good. Okay. So something that I can see in the 10 of Wands is, like I said, I feel like this person has had their fair share of, like, burdens, responsibilities, hardships, things that they have been through. But I feel like that's also something that they have phases where they still go through that. So maybe, like, they like to take up on more projects than they can handle. So like sometimes they do get into this like workaholic mode where they are juggling a lot of things, where they are, like, um quite busy, and like, yeah, they're trying to be like super productive, they're trying to like do too many things at the same time, they're trying to juggle too many things at the same time. And they might like struggle with that a little bit. Okay, so that's something that they might be healing, or they might come into awareness of only once they meet you, and then they might want to do something about it. But I feel like this is the kind of person who likes to throw themselves into like work mode. If they're distracted, if they're hurt, if they're in pain, they just like to throw themselves into like work. Their coping mechanism is just being a workaholic, honestly. So like, yeah, their way of distracting themselves is not by going out partying, not by like drinking or anything. They just like to throw themselves into work, is what I can see. And I'm not surprised, considering that these were the qualities that we saw about them, right? But I do feel like once this person like realizes that they have too much on their plate, or once they realize that they have taken on too much, and that they are struggling, they do understand that, um they have to like change their ways, or they have to make other people a priority, and they have to do that very consciously. Okay, so I do feel like when something like that happens, and say for example they start like maybe neglecting their loved ones, neglecting you, or like, getting too busy with work, I feel like one of the ways that they will realize that is, when you like let them know. Okay, when you straight up tell them, hey, I would like to spend time with you, let's just spend some quality time together. And I feel like that's when this person is going to be like, oh my god, yeah, okay, I really do need to make up to this person, because I have been maybe taking them for granted, or I have maybe, been neglecting them. And that's when they're going to come to you with like gifts. Okay, so like one way that they would cheer you up is by giving gifts, or like, gifting you experiences, gifting you a vacation, bringing you jewelry, giving you actual gifts. Okay, that's one of the ways that they express their love to you. That's one of the ways that they make up to you. But I also feel like, just in general, this person is a very caring and giving person. I also do believe that this person does a lot of charity work as well. um and yeah, this person is very, very generous. They know what they have. They feel like they're very accomplished. They're very proud of their accomplishments. This is someone who has all of their ducks in a row, and they're actually quite like proud of themselves, but at the same time they're also humble enough to be grateful for it. Okay, so yeah, it's not like these things go to their head or make them cocky, or like, you're never gonna feel like they've become too big for their boots. They still are very grounded, very humble, for sure. But sometimes, yeah, they do get carried away with, biting more than they can chew. And once they do realize it, I feel like their way of making up to the people that they've been neglecting is by, getting back into that, like, giving, caring, uh, generous energy, where they do want to shower you with a lot of love, with a lot of gifts. They want to share with you what's theirs. um but at the same time, they also are very proud of their accomplishments. Okay, so like, I do feel like this is also the kind of person who would be very proud of you and everything that you have achieved. And this is the kind of person who would, like, if they're introducing you to someone, they'll probably talk about how amazing you are and what you bring to the table, and like, all of your achievements. They're going to sing about your achievements and praise your achievements as well. Yeah, so this is a very supportive, understanding, caring, generous kind of person. I also do believe that this person could be quite wealthy. Um, yeah, so that's what I can see here. Yeah, this is sort of giving me like um daddy vibes. So if that's the kind of energy that you're into, yeah, that's what I see your soulmate being like. Okay, so group number one, I think I'm gonna end your reading on that note. Let me know what you thought about your reading in the comments below. Claim this person in the comments below if you'd like to. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the lapis lazuli heart crystal. So let's find out who your soulmate is and what they are like. Let's begin with your pre shuffled cards first. So we have sincerity as our first card, we have enlightenment, we have divine feminine, we have contentment, and we have abundance. Oh, wow. Okay, group number 2. Okay, so something that I'm picking up immediately for you guys is that your soulmate is definitely in touch with their divine feminine. They have deep respect for the divine feminine. They understand the divine feminine. They respect it. They honor it. Now, this is like, regardless of whether, they're male or female, their gender doesn't matter. We have feminine and masculine energies within us, and I feel like anything that society deems as feminine is somehow sometimes seen as a inferior quality, or like an unnecessary quality. Okay, but I feel like this person, regardless of their gender, like I said, has very deep respect for the divine feminine. Now, this person could be very much in touch with their own femininity, if they are, if they identify as female, or this is someone who's in touch with their feminine side even though they are very masculine. Like, they could be a very masculine macho man, but they don't believe that, pink is for girls and big boys don't cry. Like, they don't believe in, incel mentality and ideas like those. So yeah, that's amazing, that's great, that's a rarity I feel in today's day and age, especially if they are masculine. This could also mean that they have a very good relationship with the females in their life. Okay, so like maybe they have a very good relationship with, oh, sorry about that, group number 2, something went wrong with my mic, so I do hope that you were still able to hear me well. But yeah, we fixed it. And like I was saying, they might have a really good relationship with the females in their life. Okay, so they might have a really good relationship with their mom, with their sisters, with their grandmothers, any like female friends that they have in their life. They have a very good relationship with them, with their sister-in-laws. Yeah, I do feel like this is someone who deeply respects the feminine. And if you are a feminine, I feel like this is someone who's definitely not going to underestimate you. They will definitely honor your femininity. They will really acknowledge it, appreciate it, love it even. So yeah, that is definitely something that I can see here. This could also be someone who maybe wants to have a family someday. Okay, so like they might want children someday, or at least pets someday. I'm so sorry, group number 2, for some reason there has been a little bit of an issue with the voice recording, like my mic device. So I'm gonna do the rest of your reading without my mic. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. I have closed the windows, so hopefully we won't get distracted by like outside noises either. But yeah, let's get back to your reading. Like I was saying, I do believe that this person, your soulmate, would very much like to have a family someday. They might be someone who maybe still believes a bit in like traditional roles. Okay, so like not that they believe that women can't go out and work, but maybe they're the kind of person who would like or wouldn't mind if, you know, their wife or their partner or whoever wanted to be like a stay-at-home mom. I feel like they would step up and like be a provider and a protector. I feel like they would very much be on board with it. At the same time, of course, like if you wanted to work, of course that's something that they would support as well. Yeah, I'm picking up on like a bit of both. Okay, like I'm picking up on a lot of energy from this, just this one divine feminine card, even though there are other cards here and we haven't even gotten into them. But yeah, I do believe that this person is very supportive and very caring, for sure. They're also very sincere, in the sense that, you know, they're gonna be very upfront about how they feel. They're not gonna be playing any mind games with you, for sure. Their actions will align with their words will align with their actions. You're never gonna have to wonder what you are. You're never gonna have to ask them what you are. Even if you do ask them, they're gonna be very upfront about it and they will let you know the truth, and it is going to be the truth. They're not gonna be like manipulative in any way, shape or form. I think they genuinely are very sincere in the efforts that they put in, with their intentions, with their actions, with their words. Yeah, they're just a very sincere person. They take loyalty and, you know, they take commitment very seriously. So yeah, again, so I was picking up on like them being traditional a little bit. So this could be that they are both traditional and modern. Like they are traditional in the sense that they do believe, you know, being in a committed relationship is a big deal, and it is something that they honor, and it is something that, you know, they take very seriously. It's not something like casual dating is not really something they like to do. One night stands are not something that they like to do. So they're very traditional in that sort of sense. Like if they want to have children with you, they will do it like the proper way, in the sense that they will ask you to marry them and then you will plan for children. Or like if they yeah, it honestly feels like they're very traditional in certain sense, but they're also very modern in the sense that they don't believe that women are less than them, or that women can't do something or must do something that society expects them to do. No, 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 no. So I feel like they're a healthy mix of both traditional and modern is what I'm picking up on here. And I think they will honor and respect you and their partner so much that, you know, they will be on board and they will support whatever decision you guys mutually take, or like even a decision that you take, they will definitely honor it and they will respect it for sure. Okay, now this person could be someone who's very well read. Okay, they're very wise. They could be like an old soul, or you know, this could be someone who had to grow up faster than their age, you know, maybe because they had a lot of responsibilities. I'm picking up on a vibe like if this is a masculine, maybe they had to like step up and become the man of the family at a very young age. Maybe there were a lot of women in the house and they were the only boy and the only man in the house. So they had to like step up and take care, or maybe they're like an older brother and they have a lot of younger sisters, or just younger siblings in general, or you know, or just in general, I feel like maybe they are an older sibling, so you know, they are wiser. They had to like start taking care of other people. They had to start becoming responsible at a very young age. Maybe the circumstances that they were in forced them to become older faster than they were supposed to. Maybe they didn't really get to enjoy their childhood, or maybe it's not even that serious. Maybe it's just that this person is very mature, they are very wise, they are someone who's very knowledgeable, they like reading, they're very well read, they're very well traveled, they have a good education. Yeah, this could be someone who probably has like multiple degrees, but at the same time, you know, they like to educate themselves even in the matters that are not taught in school, you know. So it's not just that they are book smart, they're also very street smart is what I'm picking up on. They're constantly learning something new for sure. Yeah, this person is also someone who's very abundant. Okay, so this person could be quite wealthy, but this is also like an abundance in general. I feel like with abundance and contentment here, I feel like whatever they have, they feel like it makes them feel very abundant. Okay, the amount of money they have makes them feel very abundant. Maybe to the world they don't seem very rich, but to them they feel very rich. Maybe because they have enough money, more than enough money to take care of themselves and their loved ones. Maybe it's because, you know, they feel abundant in a lot of different areas of their life as well. Okay, like they're abundant when it comes to health, they are abundant when it comes to wealth, opportunities, you know, experiences. They're abundant when it comes to maybe the way that they look, like, you know, they have a lot of options because of how good they look, because of how healthy they are, because maybe also how wealthy they are. So yeah, I do feel like they're abundant in more than one ways, but I feel like this is something that has made them very content. Okay, they're very content, they're not greedy for more, they're not constantly striving for more. Like they definitely would want to increase their abundance for sure, but they're very grateful for it, they're very happy with it, and they're like, you know what, I mean, they're not greedy. Okay, so they're not like insatiable, if that makes sense, right? They're very content with what they have, they're very happy with what they have, they're very grateful for what they have, and they really acknowledge it. as well. So yeah, that's also something that I'm seeing here. Let's get in your tarot cards now and get some more information about them. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands, ooh, okay, we have the Hierophant, yes, and we have the Eight of Swords. What was I saying about them being a little bit old school, a little bit more traditional, and then we have the Hierophant here. So yeah, this is definitely someone who is, you know, they play by the book, you know, they follow the rules, they follow the law, just like a very upstanding citizen is what I'm picking up from them. Like, you know, they're a very live and let live kind of a person. They want to do what's right by not just by themselves but by everyone else as well. So they're a very fair person, a very just person as well. They're also quite hardworking. There is this like innate like hunger within them to like learn more. Yeah, they're like curious, they're always asking questions. Even though they are really wise, I feel like they will never consider themselves as very intelligent or wise. They will still think that they're not the smartest person in the room. They will still be like, no, even if I'm in the room full of people who know less than me, I can still learn something from them. Like, that's the mentality that they have. And there is this like passion within them, this like energy within them, this like, yeah, this innate need for them to learn more and like go out there more and, you know, be more curious and, you know, be passionate and be adventurous. Okay, so like, yeah, they're just not someone who's just very like how do I explain this? I feel like they're not a very lazy person. They're not unmotivated at all. I feel like this person, they probably have some sort of privilege and they acknowledge that privilege, but at the same time they you know, they want to use that privilege to like educate themselves, you know, and learn something. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords right here, I feel like this person like really likes to help others, really likes to help other people as well, in the sense of like bring them out of their shell. Like, this person might be a huge advocate for like, you know, empowerment and education. Okay, so this person feels very passionately towards these causes where they feel like everybody deserves to, you know, get good quality education, and they should have confidence and depend on themselves and become independent and be self-sufficient and self-reliant and you know, not doubt their capabilities, not doubt their own value. Yeah, so that's something that I can see here. With the Eight of Swords, what I'm also seeing is that this person might have had a bit of a sheltered, privileged upbringing, which is why when they grew up and they like started talking to other people, maybe they went to college, maybe they like started seeing what's happening in the world and like started understanding the nuances of how the world works, they felt very passionately about you know, making sure that other people get to enjoy the same privilege that they did. Okay, so that could be like the privilege of understanding and supportive parents, or just being able to get an education, or, you know, not being told that they cannot do something or can do something just because of their gender. Okay, so I do feel like this person feels very deeply towards like social causes. That's also something that I'm getting, and I do feel like there is this like passionate energy within them, but they're very calm about it. It's not like an aggressive energy, it's not a very overt energy, it's like a very intellectual passion that they have, like a very intellectual and like you know, sophisticated, civilized manner in which that they express this passion. Yeah, they might be someone who's really good with their words as well, so I feel like they speak very well, they write very well, they're able to articulate their thoughts and ideas really well. They might be very quick on their feet, so they come up with like comebacks and like sassy remarks quite easily. This person could also be like really funny as well, really sassy also is what I'm picking up on. With the Ace of Wands, I mean, the Ace of Wands is obviously seen as like a very phallic card because of just the image on it. So yeah, this person could also be very like fiery and passionate and like in bed. So like they yeah, probably have a lot of like energy. Yeah, that's something that I can see here. Oh, this person might be sapiosexual. I haven't heard that word in quite a while. They are really turned on by like someone who has more than two brain cells. Someone who's very smart and intellectual and they can have a conversation with. That's something that really turns them on. That's what attracts them, because I feel like they also have a lot on their mind to like talk about and speak about. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, if you are a sassy little person, then I definitely think they will really enjoy your company. And I mean, of course they will, because they are your soulmate. But yeah, that is something that like is a bit of a turn on for them, just like someone who they're able to have intellectual conversations with, but at the same time they're able to like have banter with as well. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up for you guys, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Claim this soulmate in the comments below if you'd like to as well. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the green aventurine heart crystal, so let's find out who your soulmate is and what they are like using these pre-shuffled cards right here. Now first up we have ambition. Okay, this is a card that has been coming out for pretty much every group. Okay, so we have ambition, we have pleasure, and we have inner beauty. Okay, next up we have freedom, as well as mindfulness. Ooh, okay. So group number 3, just like both the other groups as well, I feel like your soulmate is also one who is very ambitious. They have very big goals, they have very big dreams, they're very hardworking, they like to be productive, they like to be doing things, they like to be achieving things. They're kind of hardworking as well. This could be someone who like work towards a specific goal, and that goal could be having a certain lifestyle, or owning a couple of things, or just like having a good life is basically one of their aims. Okay, they are working so they're able to financially provide for themselves and their loved ones the lifestyle that they want. Okay, because this is the kind of person, they like the finer things in life. Okay, they don't feel guilty about experiencing pleasure. This is not someone who believes that we should earn just to like pay the bills. This is someone who likes art galleries and museums and like going to fine dining restaurants, wearing good stuff. Okay, this is definitely someone who appreciates all of the things that the world has to offer. Okay, they do like finer things in life. They do like like there's a lot of creativity within them that they like to experience through either their clothing choices, or the places that they go to, or how they express themselves materially. Okay, so like this person could also be someone who has a bit of a social media presence as well, is something that I'm picking up on. Now that could be something that resonates only with a couple of you, but yeah, that is something that I'm picking up on. This person maybe makes a living out of uh, like expressing themselves, expressing their inner beauty, so they could like be in a very creative field where they either like make movies or act in movies, they make music, they write, they make some sort of content, yeah, some sort of like entertainment business or like some sort of industry that's very visual. That's how they make their money maybe, or that's just something that they really enjoy as well. That is something that I'm seeing here. Yeah, they like going on luxury vacations and like enjoying the finer things in life, eating well, eating in expensive restaurants, wearing expensive branded clothes. That's something that I can see. Quality, they like quality of life. Yeah, and they might be a little bit impulsive and frivolous with their expenditure, is also something that I'm picking up on. Like, I mean, they don't feel that they're being frivolous. It may come across as them maybe showing off, or it may come across as like they're spending money on unnecessary things, and an average person would probably not want to spend on those things. But I feel like this is something that this person has really wanted, and they work hard towards it. So I don't think anyone has a right to tell them how they spend their own money, firstly. And I think that's also like a belief that they have, that if they're working hard to make their own coin, then no one can tell them what to do with that money. And a lot of energy that's driving them to be this ambitious is this like innate need and this innate craving that they have for freedom. Okay, they want to be financially free, but they also want the freedom that comes with having money. Okay, being able to live either a soft life or a hard life, like fast life, or like a life where you're making spontaneous decisions, a life where if you want to go on a vacation, you don't have to save for it. You can just like get up and like book the tickets and just go on this vacation, right? So that's the kind of life maybe they want to live, or they actually live, or that's the kind of lifestyle they aspire to live, and that's what makes them so ambitious. That's why they want to work hard, because they want to make that coin. This is the kind of person who would probably want to like retire early. This is not someone who likes to hustle or like likes to struggle a lot. This person likes to get paid well and use that money to enjoy themselves, is basically what I see here. With mindfulness, I also feel like they are quite mindful and like quite creative in the way that they make their money, and also the way that they spend their money. So like I was saying, like maybe to other people it feels like they're being a spendthrift, or like they're being frivolous with their money, but to them I feel like they're being very mindful about it. I don't think that this person thinks that any of their expenditure is useless or unnecessary. I think to them, their expenditure, their ambitions, the way that they express themselves, their pleasures, they're all very valid. Okay, and it's not because they're delulu. I just feel like this is the kind of person who likes to enjoy life. This is the kind of person who wants to not wait till they're 60 years old to be able to be financially independent enough to do what they want to. I feel like this person believes that, as long as you're earning your money and like you have a good little nest egg saved up, the rest of it you can use to enjoy yourself in the here and the now. Okay, yeah, so I do feel like they have maybe like sort of new age ideas with money. Okay, because I feel like savings and like investments is something that we were encouraged to do back in the day, but I feel like now I mean, people still save and invest, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like this person just doesn't believe in living below their means. Okay, I feel like they believe that, like, instead of watching how you spend, just like focus more on making more money. You don't reduce your spend, like, expenditure, you increase your income. Maybe that's a mindset that they have. And for some reason I feel like, because I mean, not for some reason, but because they are ambitious, I do feel like they are able to achieve that financially for themselves. They're able to achieve these, like, goals. They're able to live that good life. They're able to, like, derive a lot of pleasure out of, the world and the experiences that they get to have. Okay, so yeah, that's how I see. I do feel like this person, they definitely add value to the work that they do. They add value to the world, but it might be in a very unconventional manner. Okay, so, like, yeah, that's what I'm picking up on, like, very, like, creator vibes, like, yeah, like a content creator, YouTuber, TikToker. That's what I'm picking up on here. Or maybe, like, this person has, like, different sources of income. Okay, so, like, maybe they have lots of sources of income, and that's why they're able to, like, just enjoy themselves, and they feel like it's fine even if, like, one source of income fails, or, like, they struggle with it for a while. They at least have these other sources, right? So money is not, like, the inflow of money is not really something that they kind of have to worry too much about. This could also be coming just from some sort of privilege. Maybe, like, they do come from a very privileged background, so they might have, like, a trust fund, or, like, just, like, wealthy parents or something of that sort. But I do feel like even if they're not, I just feel like they're able to derive a lot of pleasure and fun and freedom from their life in their current circumstances. Okay, so, like, maybe they're ambitious in the sense that they want more of this in the future, and, like, right now things aren't that bad either. Or I just feel like this person is already quite, like, wealthy and, like, well to do, and, like, they do already experience a lot of pleasure, and they don't really deny themselves much, is what I'm picking up on. Take it how it resonates. This is a general reading, so, like, all of your soulmates, like, they could be at different stages in their life. So yeah, okay, let's just get your tarot cards now. So we have the Page of Swords here. Yes, that very impulsive, go with the flow kind of energy. Then we have Strength, we have the Hermit, and we have the King of Wands. Yeah, so I'm not at all surprised that the King of Wands has come here. The King of Wands is someone who is very spontaneous, very adventurous, very creative. They have really good leadership skills. They're very attractive even. Lots of creative ideas is what they have. They're very passionate. They're very ambitious as well. They could be a fire sign, so that's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But and we have the Strength card here, so, like, Leo definitely is coming through for sure. This is a bit of, like, an extroverted energy. Even though we do have the Hermit here, I do feel like, okay, this is what I'm picking up on. I feel like this like, King of Wands energy is definitely their energy. They are impulsive. They are quick at their feet. They make decisions quickly. That is definitely something that they do, and they come across as someone who's very outgoing, very extroverted. But at the same time, I think all of that stems from a place of them either growing up not having much, or them believing that life is short and they need to enjoy themselves as much as they can before it's too late. Or maybe this is like a front that they put on as well, like, because maybe they are a public figure, or maybe because they create content online, they have to do things to seem interesting, right? And maybe all of those things are not things that interest them or that they particularly want to do, but maybe they have to keep the views coming in, to have to, like, keep the bills from being paid, and, like, for them to be able to fund this lifestyle that they want. So I do feel like they are someone who's very good at making money moves, but at the same time, I think that's not their whole personality. There is like a softer, calmer side to them where, they do make conscious decisions, they make mindful decisions, they make careful decisions, they don't take too much of a risk. Like, any risk that they take is a calculated risk. But at the same time, they are someone who's very protective of their own energy. They know that, maybe they have groupies around them, they have people who just want them for where they are in life and for the benefits of, like, knowing this person, and just, like, they are maybe, like, mindful and protective of their energy, so they don't get used by, like, clout chasers, okay, or like social climbers. And maybe they have been hurt in the past by such people, but I feel like right now they're very mindful about it, because yeah, they have been hurt in the past, they have been backstabbed, maybe they've been in like a couple of like controversies, or they've been in trouble before because of someone else, because of what someone else said or did, and they just got caught in the heat of the moment or something, or like they were just blamed because they were guilty by association maybe. But I do feel like there is like a gentler, softer, calmer, more mindful side to them. Okay, so like, how sometimes like there are creators that you're like, oh my god, that's such a weird guy, like that's such a weird thing, that's such a weird thing to do, to say. Like, how do people have the confidence to do that? Like, how does one have that much energy? But I feel like that's all a front. Yeah, I feel like that's all a front, and it honestly feels like this person probably has to keep up with appearances, because maybe that's their brand, or maybe, that's just in their mind, they feel like that's what's bringing in their money, so they have to be this way. Okay, so like think about people like Jojo Siwa, right? Like, or like Gypsy Rose, like they say weird things, but I'm sure they're like humans at the end of the day, and like they have emotions, they have sentiments. So like people might judge them for the things that they do and they say, but they have emotions too. They have, a softer side to them as well that maybe isn't accessible to the general public, right? So yeah, that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on from your soulmate. Now obviously that is not going to resonate with everyone, so like another message that I'm getting is that this person is probably like very ambitious and want a certain lifestyle, because I feel like they have seen the other side. They have seen that, people are not really nice to you unless you don't bring money to the table. And I am a romanticizer myself, and I would like to believe that people are better than that, but honestly sometimes you do have to be realistic, and there are pockets of society that take you seriously. There are stores that you walk into that take you seriously as a customer only and only when they know you have money to spend, to make, to invest. You come from money, and that's when they give you an ounce of respect. Otherwise they don't treat you very well. Okay, so I feel like this person just like is trying to earn respect by earning money, and I feel like that's a very valid thing, I think, for them, and it makes sense on paper. It might be something that other people don't like or they misunderstand, but they don't really have time. Okay, your soulmate doesn't really have time to like explain themselves to other people. Maybe they've had situations in their life where they had 99 problems and like all 99 of them were solved because of money. Yeah, maybe they have experienced something where they realize that, money is the anthem. Yeah, listen to that Lana Del Rey song. Maybe they realized at a very young age, or at whatever age, maybe they realized at some point in their life that having money definitely makes your life easy. And hey, I'm a Capricorn, I have a Capricorn stallion. uh, I will be probably the last person on this planet to tell you that money doesn't buy happiness, money is not important. I would never say something like that to anybody because that's not something that I personally believe in. So I feel like even while I'm like doing this reading, I feel like there must be someone watching this who's judging this person and saying, no, I don't claim this person to be my soulmate. But like, I feel like I get them. Like, I understand where their intentions are coming from, because I do feel like what people see is this like overt and external sort of showcase of their wealth, but they don't really see the intention with which that this person is working towards this money, and like they don't really understand the money mindset that this person has. And that's quite sad. I think like as a society, I don't know when we got this way, when we started judging people for wanting money or having money. Like I don't know how we got that way and why, because like you ask anybody and like they will tell you that they would definitely want money. Like offer money, no strings attached to anyone, and that person will take it. Like nobody's gonna deny it, right? So like why do we judge other people for wanting money or having money? Or why have we villainized money and wealth? I don't know, I don't get it, honestly. But yeah, this person also probably just like believes that having money gets them the kind of respect that they want. It gets them the things that they want, it gets them the lifestyle that they want, it gets them comfort and safety and security that they want. And they don't feel guilty about it. They don't feel guilty about it at all. Like I said, they still are quite mindful. So like I do believe that this person doesn't do anything illegal, or wouldn't really try to make money in like through like bad or like risky means. I just think that they don't really like the hustle. So like maybe they do make easy money. And I mean, what even is easy money? Like content creation takes a lot of effort. But yeah, so it may seem like it's easy to other people, but like to them, they know the hard work that goes into it. And it's something that they're proud of, honestly. I mean, for some of you, I'm picking up, like I'm just gonna come out and say it. Maybe this person has an OnlyFans. Maybe they sell feed pictures. I don't know. Okay, or maybe they just are like content creators where they make quote unquote cringe content, but I feel like they're quite content with it. They're quite happy with it because it gives them the safety and the security and the freedom that they want. It allows them to have the experiences, it allows them to have pleasure in their life, and that's something that we're all striving for, right? So like let's check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, and let's check ourselves before we judge this person. So yeah, I mean, I do believe that this person might come across as a little bit obnoxious even to you maybe when you first meet them, but once you get to know them and you see that they actually do have a heart of gold and that they do have good intentions, and like they do have a good like mindset in place, I think that's something that you will understand and you will be on board with and support them with. But I feel like if you're also someone who, you know, likes money, then I think this is something that you would like to hear, because I feel like this person focuses on abundance and focuses on wealth and focuses on their ideas and creativity, because they would not like to just provide for themselves but also to their loved ones a very luxurious kind of a lifestyle. And I feel like if that's something that you want, then you would very much welcome this kind of energy. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're gonna take this reading. I definitely do hope that you take it in good spirit, because I don't see like bad intentions here for sure. I do pick up on like misunderstandings, in the sense like maybe they're a very misunderstood person. So like, considering that you're their soulmate, either you're gonna understand them once you truly get them, or you know, you're not misunderstanding them at all. You're like actually happy that this is how they believe and this is what their like thought pattern is. So yeah, let me know. I'm very curious to know how you found this reading in the comments below. Let me know if this is something that you would like to claim this energy in the comments below as well. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.